We got two Romans in here today. What's that about? Sweet, just got a couple more entries into our Dogecoin Raffle over on the Discord server. Looks like Bam Bam bought a couple more entries for himself. Yeah, Raffle's looking real good. Currently, we have, let's see if we can pull up how much we actually got sitting in the raffle. So here is our current Dogecoin lottery slash raffle going on. Anybody can enter. It's all public. Public keys are available for everybody to see, so you can confirm all the transactions. All you gotta do is, easiest way is to either email me or to screenshot me on Discord a copy of your transaction when you send Doge to the lottery to purchase your raffle tickets. It's currently one raffle ticket for 5 Doge. and it gets all put into the lottery. So it's a publicly funded or Discord funded lottery slash raffle. I started off with depositing about 2,500 Doge into the bank here, if you will, the pool. I've also increased it a little bit. I've put a little bit more, so we got 2,500 by me, and I've put a little bit in going forward. It's another 150 by me as well, to just kind of make it worth everybody's while if you're interested in getting into the Dogecoin lottery. So got, I think, a couple more days here, 10 days before the price goes up for the raffle tickets. Right now they're currently one ticket for 5 Doge. It'll soon be one ticket per 10 Doge. I'm hoping to see this raffle get up to 5,000 Doge. Be a nice little steady payout. Doge is on the rise. Everything's looking good. Rock and rolling. Coinbase still hasn't gone live yet. Had a nice little pump last night with Doge, a little bit of a retrace. Consolidating a little bit here, staying nice and steady on its way back up. I'm hoping by this weekend we'll see like 6 cents, a little over 6 cents maybe. That'd be real nice to see. So we do this every Wednesday. This is Market Watch Wednesday. I go over what I got plans, what we're looking at, kind of going through the market a little bit today. Got some big pumps when it comes to some stonks. Got a lot going on. I encourage, if you guys are on the Discord server, if you haven't joined already, join. But it's also a good place for you guys to kind of chime in and talk to me one-on-one instead of, the chats are great, but I'm not the fastest when it comes to typing or reading. So trying to multitask across a couple of screens can be difficult, but I encourage you guys to jump over on Discord and, join the live chat. Join the voice channel and communicate with me back and forth, and let's get a conversation started. We have had in the past a couple people join in. It's always fun to get the conversation started. Everybody is usually super polite and respectful, so that's always a plus I'd like to see. So I encourage you guys to do the same. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and just join the conversation. Got some interesting things happening last night, yesterday, after hours market for AMC. Had a little bit of a pump going on. We're going to see if it holds. There is an earnings call for AMC this afternoon after hours. Everybody's kind of expecting it to not go so well just because of the pandemic and everything going on. So we'll have to see and play it by ear how everything turns out when it comes to the earnings. But I'm going to hold. I actually ended up buying some more AMC stocks. Like I said in my last video, when I pulled up my account, I did take a bit of a loss with a call option for AMC. Unfortunately, if it was just a couple days longer, I probably would have made some money back on it or broken even at least. But my woulda, coulda, shoulda bank account is would be in the millions right now if everything worked out the way I wanted it to. But I'm fine with it. It is part of the game when you are day trading and you are investing. You are going to have losses. You are going to have days where you don't profit every single day. But overall, my account is up, so I'm happy about it. I'm working with what I got, and we're moving right along. We're chugging right along. Another mover today is going to be GameStop. If you guys are, been following Wall Street Bets, you've been following GameStop, trying to get on these stonks with a short squeeze. This short squeeze definitely has not been squeezed yet. we're definitely cruising right along. It's pumping a little bit today. It's hitting some resistance lines for this Fibonacci sequence we got going on the chart. But it's going to push right through. So this is the top line here we got for our fib, and it's if it closes above this line, we could see a nice little pump up, maybe 340, 350 maybe if possible. I'd like to see it. I'm not going to jump in on the big GameStop bandwagon. I have enough holdings that are kind of sitting pretty right now that I'm going to just kind of ride out. I don't like to overextend my balances or my accounts. I try to keep a certain percentage, available if something does happen. I don't use margin. If I turned on margin, I could probably pick up some GameStop, but I'm just gonna, sit with what I have, and hopefully it all pans out for me. Yeah, I'm seeing some real good moving. Low volume for this hour right now. 5-minute mark. Let's jump to the hour, see what the hour looks like. Yeah, nice steady 1, 2, 3 hour mark here since markets opened. We're just at the top of the hour now, so we're going to be interested to see where we close above this Fibonacci line and keep pushing forward. Roblox as an NFT. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So NFTs are tricky. There's a lot to them. I understand the basics of them. I understand that a lot more in depth than I say other people may. There's so much involved. There's so much still being implemented into the NFT world that it's constantly evolving. But overall, NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's a tokenized receipt, basically, or a tokenized authentication for an asset, whether it be digital or physical. There are implications where people have actually, digitized a physical asset and tokenized it. So yeah, if you have an asset that is a physical, something like a coin, you can print out your NFT token, your QR code, stamp it on the back. Like I think Beeple did that. Beeple's this digital artist that ended up selling tons of his art, made millions of dollars off it, and for the winning bidders, what he ended up doing is creating a package, and in the package you got a framed digital rotating digital art piece. So the gift that you bought, or the digital art that you bought, will continually play in this frame, which was awesome. And it also incorporated a laser etched QR code authenticating that piece as yours on the blockchain. So he combined two of the elements, which I think was really cool, and I think that's why his sold for so much, is because you just didn't get a digital receipt and a digital copy and maybe a couple little extra perks. You actually got something mailed to you. I think one of his pieces ended up selling at like Christie's auction for like $6.5 million. So NFT is definitely super hot right now. I do have something, I will hint at it a little bit. I do have something in the works. Thank God my wife isn't home, because if she knew I was spending this kind of money on a project, she'd probably, flip out on me. I am working on implementing an NFT Ethereum project. I don't want to go too in depth with it. I don't want to give too much away. I'm working with some designers. I'm working with some digital creators to make this a cool experience. I've only seen one other instance of what I'm trying to do on, say, Rarible, but nothing to the extent of which I'm trying to launch it into. The only bad part about NFTs right now are the transaction costs. So every time you create a collection or you try to sell something as an NFT and you create that digital token, that non-fungible token, you have to pay gas fees, and the fees to create these are astronomical. I mean, you could be talking about selling a picture of an open soda can, for $20, but the fees to list that as an NFT cost you 40. So some of the systems are a little backwards right now. It'll be interesting to see how they develop over time. I know that there's a lot of implications around Ethereum and the blockchain changing. But NFTs have come a long way. I think one of the first versions of this NFT system we saw with Cryptokitties. And there's this collection of digital cats that you could buy and collect inside a game called, Cryptokitties. And, I think one of the crypto cats ended up selling for like $170,000 because there's only one of every style cat. Yes, I can go to Google and search CryptoKitty and pull up an image and save it, but that's a copy of it. It's not the original. It's not something that is verified on the blockchain. And that's what I think is giving the value to all these NFTs is the authentication factor that goes along with it. The proof that you own one of 100 or one of one. Just like I think there was a LeBron James power reel of him, dunking and playing on NBA Top Shots, and it sold for over $200,000. But I can watch those same clips on YouTube. It's the fact that you own that digital asset. It's packaged in such a way that it's very unique, and it's registered on the blockchain that you paid X amount of dollars for that asset, and it is yours. Just like an individual that loans out physical artwork to a museum. Anybody can go to that museum, take pictures, but it's not theirs. It doesn't have, it's not registered to them. It's not secured by them. It's not insured by them. It's the owners. They're lending it to a museum. You can therefore take pictures of it, but it's not the museum's. It's not yours because you have a picture of it. That's kind of what NFT is to me. But there's so much more that can be done with these NFTs. One of them being what I'm working on right now, which I will share with you in another video. I will try to go into more depth on what an NFT is before I release this big news that I'm working on. So if you want to get involved in that and you're curious about more NFTs, jump over to Discord and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button, and join the conversation because that's what it's all about. It's all about talking, communicating, and learning together. Roman is always here. He's always in the chats. He's such an awesome guy. He's been helping out so much on Discord. If you can't get a hold of me, get a hold of him. He can definitely help you get a hold of me if that's the route you need to go in. But it's definitely some crazy times we got going on right now between Wall Street bets and all these crazy pumping stonks and the short squeezes. NFTs rallying, Bitcoin's rallying right now. Let's see what Bitcoin's at actually since we brought it up. Yeah, BTC is sitting pretty just under $57,000. That's insane. We're of course it's going to come back down again. It's going to consolidate a little bit, but to see that kind of gains is unreal. Let's look at it over the past week here. Just look at the gains in the past week, past couple months. Here we are in April, down at 10. And almost a year later, we're just coming into April again, and it's up almost $60,000. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. I've always followed markets. I've always followed different exchanges, but cryptocurrency is its own beast. It's I wouldn't even call it an animal. It's a beast. It's a monster. It's just unreal. And the crypto space, I love it. I'm a diehard crypto enthusiast, and to see these gains, unreal. I can't wait to see what the future holds with NFTs, with crypto, with Dogecoin. So it'll be a fun ride for sure. Doge to Mars, absolutely. We're doing good. I think Doge is doing real well. I know it's going to be a little while before we get back up to the 10 cent line like we were before, but we're making moves, we're making strides, and that's what it's all about. It's we don't want to see giant jumps and no supporting lines. We need to see those test the highs, the high, bypassing the highest high, and testing those limits, coming back down a little bit, and then going back up. So that's what these charts are all about, and in trading is you have these huge gains, but if there's no support, we're not going to maintain those price levels. And that's what we want. We want to maintain those high price levels, giving these cryptos, giving other assets these obtainable levels of support and balance, making them more useful as a form of currency or an exchange. Like doing what Mark Cuban did and implementing it into, accepting it as payment for his basketball team, the Mavericks. So Mavericks, I don't know, I'm not a huge NBA guy. I apologize, but yeah, it's he did something huge for the Dogecoin community. Debunking Doge tie with Musk. Yeah, I think we need to get. I like Elon Musk. I like what he's done. I like to see the direction that he's going in his own ventures. And he's a supporter of Doge, but I think we need more people to support. I mean, I know Gene Simmons is on board now. I know Snoop Dogg is on board now. But I would like to see more. I mean, Mark Cuban, what he did is huge. And I know the guys who own the coin flip ATMs are in discussion with Elon Musk on getting their ATMs into Tesla dealerships. But I think that's a step backwards, in my opinion. I'd rather just have Tesla accept Doge instead of having your Doge going to the ATM, converting it to USD, and then then buying your Tesla. What's the point? You're defeating the purpose of having cryptocurrency at that point. Just accept the Doge, unless you're going to use that ATM to put cash from USD or fiat to Doge and then buy the Tesla. Then yes, then I see that being a good step in the right direction. But more people that accept it, the better the prices are going to become and the more stable they're going to become. That's the key. The volatility is awesome for people trying to make gains, but stability is key to secure the infrastructure, to move forward, and to lock in the intrinsic value of these cryptos. It's been a wild ride. I mean, I've been involved in crypto for a long time, and to see it come this far. What is the next coin to mine after the EIP 1559? Yeah, maybe Raven coin, Roman, possibly. It's all going to depend on the difficulty of the networks. It's popularity. It's a popularity contest. At that point, we'll have to see. So when a coin becomes more popular, meaning there's more miners involved in the network, the higher the difficulty level raises. So like right now, for example, perfect example would be Bitcoin. Number one head honcho. You used to be able to mine Bitcoin on your crappy laptop. Back in 2009, 2010, you could mine a block by yourself in a week's time on your laptop or less than that. Now you need petahash of power. You need an entire mining farm dedicated to just SHA-256 algorithm to even find potential block. It's insane, and that's the difficulty. That's the popularity that comes with these cryptos and the system that involves. And yes, and it ensures the security of our system. but it makes it harder. The more popular a coin becomes, the harder it becomes for your everyday Joe Schmo like myself to say mine. But then that also pushes the tech industry to develop cheaper, better solutions for those everyday guys. So it's a circle, you know. It's a vicious circle that goes on. Cryptocurrency becomes more difficult to mine. Miners become more powerful. You know, first they're available. You know, short supply. Big farmers buy them up. A couple of them trickle down to the everyday person, and then it's profitable for a little while, and then it repeats. It becomes less and less and less profitable, and then we see technology advance again. It's been interesting. I think we've seen a nice little swing with script currency and Doge kind of bringing it back. I was big into mining Litecoin when the L3s came out, and running some grid seeds off my computer pretty much. And I went big into it. I bought 10, 12 L3s, and now they're just sitting in storage, and I only got a couple running. But now that Dogecoin is pumping a little bit, and because Dogecoin's a merged mine with Litecoin, those miners are now profitable again. I can mine on the script algorithm, convert it to Doge, and now I'm making profit again off those miners. It went from being the miners making $2, $3 a day to now making $10 to $12 to $15 a day, depending on how overclocked my L3s are. So they went from being not profitable one day to complete other side of the spectrum and profitable again. So that's the volatility that I'm talking about when it comes to cryptocurrency. ASIC, yes. No one over in Discord wants to talk. What's going on? Need to get the conversation going, guys. Jump in, ask questions. All week long I'm answering questions, trying to help everybody out. This is a good time to get the answers right away instead of waiting on me. Oh, looks like AMC just passed the $12 mark. Why does that do that? AMC. There we go. Yeah, I think it's funny. I saw something in the news the other day. How I don't want to say the channel's name, but they had a screenshot of AMCX, and it's not the same as AMC. And like, oh, my phone's going crazy. I apologize. AMC's going down. Yada yada yada. It wasn't the same stock. Completely talking about a different stock. Oh, there's my my digital designer dropping some information for me about the NFT thing I got going on. Let's see what we got. See how it looks. All right. Think we're on the got something going here. That looks awesome. You guys will just have to wait to see. Yeah, Roman's absolutely correct. Make sure you watch out where you put your money, what you're doing, and pay attention to the small details. Now, that news article, that news segment that I'm talking about, that was a small detail, and it was something that a lot of people may have missed. It was just one letter. It was AMC versus, I'll pull it up for you, AMC X. I don't even know if it'll pull up on, AMCX Networks. So it's a completely separate stock. It has nothing to do with AMC theaters and what what Wall Street Bets was trying to accomplish with AMC. It's a completely separate animal. And they were talking also, it's down 76% from its high. What was its high? Yeah, so it was down 76% from this point. But just because it has a similar ticker symbol, people were panicking, and it drove up the demand for you. So you can see today, just because it has a similar ticker symbol, the market opened up down here, way down here, down at $67. The market opened for AMCX, and just because it has a similar ticker symbol, it's pumping today, just like AMC is pumping right now. I'm hoping to see AMC hit 20. I'm hoping to see AMC hit 50. It definitely has that value, definitely has that potential. It'll be interesting to see what the market or the earnings report says this afternoon for AMC. So if you're just joining the video, just recap real quick. We're talking a little bit about Doge, a little bit about Wall Street Bets. If you're not on the Discord server, I encourage you to slide over to the Discord server. Subscribe to the channel, follow the conversation, join the conversation. If you want to get your hands on some Doge at a low cost, join the Doge Lottery. The Doge, I gotta say Doge Raffle. I can't keep saying lottery. It's not a lottery. It's a Doge Raffle. Being the difference that it's not a pot of money that it comes from nowhere. That the raffle's generated, the funds in the raffle are generated by the individuals participating in it. So jump over to Discord for more information about how to enter, or message me, and I'll help you get started. The reason I encourage you guys to jump over to Discord is to show you that everything is on the up and up. Everything is there. I'm here. You could, if you really wanted to do some digging, you can find out who I am, where I come from, what I do. I have multiple LLCs registered to me as a person. So it's not like I'm going to scam and run away with anything. And all the public keys are there. So the public keys where the lottery funds are being held are available for everyone to see and track themselves. So if you're afraid about it, don't be afraid. It's all secured, blockchain secured. Everything is in the open for everybody to see. Currently we have 4,180 Dogecoin sitting in the lottery. I gotta change that to say raffle. Can't keep saying lottery. It's a raffle. So you can see all the transactions in. Everybody's pushing in. Nobody's pushing out. I'm not sending anything. It's going to be split up. First, second, and third place winner. I'd like to see this amount climb past $5,000. It would be amazing if we can get to that point. Special badges on Discord if you have over 100 entries. And the entry fee will go up in about 10 days. So right now a single entry is 5 Doge for one entry. In about 10 days, on March 20th, it'll jump up to 10 Doge for one entry. Just to kind of push the value of the pot up a little bit, I have put in just under half, or just over half. Yeah, just over half of the value of that lottery has come out of my pocket. 2,700 Doge I have put in out of my own pocket to fund this raffle, along with the money I'm dishing out for this new NFT venture that I got coming later this week, beginning of next week. So if you guys aren't involved, make sure that you hit that notification bell, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation. It's important. Carl, welcome to the chat, man. What you got going on? Went to Discord, accepted your invite, but it won't let me message you. Very, very strange. If you can't get a hold of me, get a hold of Roman. He can try to help you out there. I'll do the same. I'll look into it, see why you can't message me. You should be able to. I'm not blocked, or nobody's really blocked on the Discord server. I try not to mute anybody or ban anybody as long as everybody's respectful, kind, and pleasant on the server. No one gets booted or kicked out. So I don't know what's going on there. Are you talking about direct messaging me, or are you talking about the channel itself or the voice chat? See if I can find you on the list, Carl. We'll get it straightened out for you, bud. Don't worry. Got lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff going on. Markets are so volatile right now. I hope you guys are all being careful out there. Let's see. Carl, what's your Discord name? I'll try to look you up and see what kind of permission you have going on. Ethereum is up right now. Lots of stuff are pumping it, so it's doing good. Roman wants to know what site is good for trading. Not Robinhood. Stay away from Robinhood. I know they're trying real hard, and they're talking about implementing wallets for digital cryptocurrency wallets for everybody, which would be pretty cool and a pretty big step in the right direction. But I think they just left such a bad taste in everybody's mouth with what happened with Wall Street Bets and putting blocks on accounts, and me included. I still don't have day trading access on my Robinhood account, and I have a $35,000 account. I should be well above the limit to do day trades, and they blocked me. So I'm slowly trying to close out some of my holdings on Robinhood, and then I'm going to transfer everything probably to Webull. Webull has a ton of amazing promotions going on right now. Use my link in the description down below. Sign up for Webull. Get yourself 2 free stocks. Once you get kind of set up and you do the verifications and everything, transfer in assets from other trading accounts you may have, like Robinhood. So they have a whole tiered system going on for people that want to transfer into Webull. I think it's like $50 to $100 is one stock, and then 100 to 500 is 2 stocks, and so on. So they have like major incentives for you to transfer to their platform. And that's the platform I have in the background right now is Webull. It's really simple to use. This is their downloaded version. It's not their web-based version, but it looks very similar if you're on the web-based version. And their mobile app is really cool looking too. And they make it super easy to transfer into their account. It does take a little bit of time. If you are going to get away from Robinhood, if you are a Robinhood account holder, don't close it. Transfer it. If you close it and you liquidate your assets and you withdraw your assets, you have to pay taxes on them. But if you transfer it from one brokerage to another, you won't get taxed until obviously the end of the year. But make sure that you follow those steps and get away from Robinhood. Check out Webull. I also have a TD Ameritrade account, Thinkorswim. Platform is crazy advanced. And when you first load it up to default, they just kind of throw everything at you. So I'm slowly weeding through and picking out the different aspects of that platform that I like. But I would definitely recommend Webull and Thinkorswim. They're two great platforms that offer either discounted, extremely discounted trading or free trading services. So then that's free trading with an asterisk because nothing is ever free. There's always some kind of fee on the backside. I also have a E-Trade account I've used for years and years, but that obviously costs you money per trade. So definitely there's a lot of options out there, and it's all going to depend on what portfolio size you want to work with, what your intentions are. If you're just looking to invest here and there, Webull's a great start. They do offer option trading. They do offer some crypto trading. But again, it's crypto trading without having access to your wallet keys. So be careful of that. It's not something that I recommend doing. Let's see, we got some conversation going over here on the chat. Let's see if I can catch up a little bit. So interesting take on trading there, Carl. I mean, that's something that I've transitioned to doing full time on my own. I'm a former teacher. I used to be, I have multiple welding certifications. I'm a welder for over 20 plus years. But I think I'm a fairly educated individual. My body just couldn't take being in the field anymore, so I transitioned into being a day trader. I've always had goals to be financially secure, follow that FIRE lifestyle, financial independence, retire early. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. Sold my house in Southwest Florida, moved to another state, took some of those assets, and I dumped it into multiple trading platforms. And I'm making enough money in my day trades to pay my rent, pay my bills, and still live fairly comfortable. So I feel I'm doing all right. And it's a constant learning game. The markets are so volatile. What we knew 2 years ago is completely different than how you have to trade now. So it's a constantly evolving system, and that's what I love. I love to learn. I love to talk with the people that are out there. I love to get the conversation started, and I love to get the communication going between not just myself but with everybody watching the channel. So it's huge for me to get that feedback, and I love trading so much. It's definitely something that I see as being a branch for other avenues of investment. I'm involved a little bit in real estate before I moved. I'd like to get back into that in my new location here. I'm thinking about getting my real estate license. So there's so much out there now that I feel like I can accomplish and I can take on. Now that I'm not working my typical 9 to 5, put the money aside, paid off some of my bills, got my credit back up after being sick, and now let's focus on self-development, and that's kind of where I'm at. there's Roman over there in the chat plugging our party pool over on Zerg. Um, so yeah, we have a party pool. So if you're into script mining using ASIC or GPU, so it's a script based algorithm party pool. And what we're doing is we're combining hash rate across the script network and my solo mining together, as if you were, a large farm would do. When they have multiple ASIC miners, they're not jumping in a pool; they're solo mining and taking that profit for themselves. So what we're doing is we're combining all of our hashing rate together and solo mining, and then Zerg pays us out according to our hashing power. So it's an interesting way. It's a fun way to kind of get around pool mining, to experience solo mining, but also increase your luck with finding a block. Yeah, TIG welding is always fun. I see Carl over there saying, he's a MIG and TIG weld and stick weld. It's a great trade, and like I said, I've been doing it for well over 20 years, and I've never gone a single week without a paycheck. When I was in the field, I own my own fabrication company. It's a great trade to be in. I also taught welding. I was a college instructor for metallurgy and welding for years. So it's an amazing trade to be in. I'm not saying I don't like welding anymore. I still love welding. I still do my own projects. I'm sure in some of my videos you've seen, got a poster behind me of a Top Fuel Harley Davidson that I built for, unfortunately, a rider that passed away recently. But those are the things I like to do. Now, what I'm looking at doing, once I have established some real estate assets and I've established a larger portfolio, I'd like to buy myself a garage and set up a shop just for myself where I can tinker, where I can weld, where I can create, and maybe make another channel about that in the future. But right now, that's a little bit down the road. I got a lot of big plans and a lot of things that I want to do, but I got to do everything, one step at a time. Don't want to overburden myself and burn myself out. So Carl brought up sell limits. I think he's referring to stop losses. Um, in my experience, stock markets, if you're buying a stock, not an option call or put, you're actually buying the stock. You believe in that stock. And as long as it's a good, reputable company, if it goes down a little bit over 6 month period, you know, over the history of the stock market, it trends up. So as long as you don't sell, you don't lose. If you're day trading, it's a little bit trickier to do that. So you got to manage your portfolio in sections is how I do it. I have so much money allocated for my option trading. I have so much allocated for my stock trading, and then I have so much allocated for my dividend and long-term investing. And I break it down that way. That way, I can manage my risk a little bit. I'm not so much worried about hitting stop losses. I typically don't. I know it's not a good thing to do, but I don't typically set my stop losses. I monitor my trades on a daily basis. This is something that I do day by day. So my screens are always going. I'm always monitoring my trades. Only time that I would use stop losses if I was doing forex trading, and currency pairs, U.S. dollar versus the Canadian dollar, or the yen versus the USD. Then I would implement stop losses, just because the market can outperform your or outperform your wallet far better than your wallet can outperform the market. Meaning, if something goes down and it always has a chance of plummeting your account balance, especially for forex. Um, and then you can get a margin call on forex. A lot of forex trading is done on margin, unless you have a super large $100,000, $200,000 account, or tens of $1,000s account. But a lot of time forex guys are using margin to trade forex, so that's why we have those stop losses in place so we don't bottom out our accounts. Um, do your research, learn what you want to get involved in. Don't just jump into it and think you're going to succeed. Power to you. I hope everybody succeeds, but do your research, learn, watch some YouTube videos, pick up a book, listen to a podcast, ask questions. Those are the type of people that do those things, that take those steps, that are going to succeed. A lot of these accounts, even Webull included, have paper trading systems in place for you to practice and to see and watch how the markets are flowing and adjusting on where to get entries and exits into the market. And you paper trade with false money, but a live market. So that's a huge step. It helps a lot of people out, and that's what I recommend doing before dumping your life savings into an account and thinking that you're going to make it rich overnight. That's not how it works. I've been day trading and investing for years. I have lost a lot of money. I've made a lot of money, but I've also lost a lot of money. And that's what comes with trading. You have to expect those losses. Take the gains where you have them, but expect those losses. And never invest more than you're willing to lose. Carl says he's using the Hive OS on his ASIC rig, and he's mining solo. What coin are you trying to mine solo? I really wish I could take the slow motion mode off this chat. That's why I encourage people to jump over to Discord. The chat's a lot faster over there, or you can just talk back and forth with me. It's instant feedback. Looks like AMC is doing a little bit of a retrace. Let's take a look at that while I'm waiting for Carl to respond to my question about solo mining. Yeah, dip down underneath that RSI line there. Decent volume. Decent volume. It looks good. We'll have to see where it goes. Again, we're getting closer. It's now 12:30. It's midday bell. We're getting closer to that after hours earning call for AMC. I'm holding AMC. I'm not going to sell off today. I'm going to hold it past the earnings call. We are probably going to see a dip after earnings call for AMC, and then it should come back. Let's see if... Yeah, AMC's taking a nice little dip right now. Kind of expected it. This is common. I like to see it's got a nice little resistance point here, and another little resistance point here at 9:30. So we'll have to see where it ends up. I think by the end of the day, we're going to be right around this line here, 9:15, 9:30, in that range is where we're going to end up seeing AMC by the end of the day. Maybe possibly even lower. Yep, here it goes. Oh, AMC's down. GameStop suspended on Webull. Very interesting. Huge drop. Huge, huge drop. I wonder what just happened. I wonder what news just came out. So, Carl, you're trying to solo mine Litecoin. How many miners do you have? That's a task and a half, man. That difficulty level on that coin right now is pretty high. Ooh wee. Yeah, seeing some major volatility right now in the market. Let's see if I can pull up some news and see what we got going on here. I'm gonna make my screen a little bigger. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Stocks jump. Dow hits record high after muted inflation data. Very interesting. Hmm, not so much business or stock based, but this is interesting. Um, 10 hacking groups using Microsoft software flaw. At least 10 different hacking groups are using a recent discovered flaw in Microsoft's Corp's mail server software to break into targets around the world. Cybersecurity company ESET said in a blog post on Wednesday. The wow, yeah, the exploitation adds to an urgency of the warning being issued by authorities in the United States and Europe. Let's see. I'm gonna try to send you a message here, Carl. See if I can find you in the list. Yeah, I don't even see you as online right now. I'm looking, Carl. Don't you worry. I'll figure it out. I got you. Yeah, it doesn't even say that you're online right now. I found you in the server, the member list, but it says you're prone. You haven't been seen in over 7 days. Tesla by the end of the year. All right, let's answer Carl's question first, and then I'll jump and I'll answer Romans. All right. Oop. All right, so this is our pool for Zerg. These are all the members of our Discord server that are currently participating in the party pool. Let's move my head around here. Boop, right in the middle. Alright, so we have 8 gigahash in total. We have 19 miners. 2 of them are mine. Lolbear has quite a few miners in the system. I myself have 2 highly overclocked L3s, so we are cruising right along. Payout in the last 14 days has been just about 2,030 Doge for me. It's different. It looks like we did just discover a block. Let's see which one that was. 2 minutes ago. Looks like we discovered part of a Verge block and part of a Digibit block within the last couple hours or so. So that's always good. I mean, that always helps everybody else out. We're not solely mining one specific coin at the moment. But however, now that we have this amount of people in the network, we may switch over to doing that. So if you are part of our crypto mining pool party, now that we have 8 gigabytes worth of hashing power, we'll talk about it a little bit more on the Discord server. Maybe be beneficial for us to focus on one specific coin. Right now, we are just focusing on the script algorithm, but we can change that fairly easily. So the way we would change that, pull up my miners here so you guys can see. Okay, so here's one of my miners. Real easy to do it. All we would do here under the password configuration. So right now our payout is the coin we're getting paid out is in Doge. You can change that. However, if you change C equals Litecoin, for your worker address it needs to be your Litecoin address as well. So Doge equals Doge address. M equals party, and a password for party is Inari. All we would add would be a comma and then MC equals whatever script currency we want, whether it be Verge, whether it be Digibit. A little tricky mining those 2 particular coins because they're also merged coins, so not all the blocks are on Verge. But depending on how much hashing power Carl has and can push towards our pool, maybe we could just solo mine Litecoin. Litecoin block I think is like 12.5 Litecoin per block. So that'd be a nice chunk payout for everybody if we were just to solo mine Litecoin if we had the hashing power to do so. Now, I don't know what Carl his return rate is, but with our 8 gigahash and his, it may push us over that limit of increasing our luck to find a Litecoin block. So maybe that's something we need to talk about once Carl figures out what he's got going on with Discord, and Roman and I get in touch with him. Maybe we'll work on something like that together, and we'll start solo mining, solely focusing on Litecoin or Digibit. So very, very interesting. We'll have to see where it goes. Hopefully it works out. I'm trying to collect Doge, so but if you want to join the pool, you don't have to get paid out in Doge. You can get paid out in pretty much any cryptocurrency you want. All you do is change C equals whatever cryptocurrency you choose, and then your worker address changes to the address, the wallet address that you want to use. So you don't have to get paid out in Doge. Most of the guys in the party pool are getting paid out in Doge, because what they're doing is they're getting those payouts and then they're turning them over and buying lottery tickets. Raffle tickets. Raffle tickets. Come on, John. Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. That put us right at like the 15 or 12, 13 to 15 mark for Gigahash. At that point, maybe we'll start the discussion over in the server on implementing solo mining a specific coin and see how that goes. Yeah, we tried doing that previously when we first started the party pool. We just didn't have the hashing power to focus on one specific coin. Payouts were taking way too long. People were getting impatient. So what we did is we just focused on the script algorithm port through Zerg, and that way we're mining the most profitable coin. We're searching for blocks um, on the script algorithm. So whether it be a Verge block or Digibit or Einsteinium or New York, whatever it may be, where we're trying to find those blocks and just kind of securing that algorithm network. Let's see what we got going on. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, so let's change gears a little bit. Talk about NFTs. Because I just want to make sure that everybody is kind of on the same page with these. NFT is a non-fungible token. Again, I'll be doing a NFT video specifically on going through what I believe they are and how I'm interpreting them. Um, so NFTs are multiple marketplaces. This is the Rarible marketplace. It's not as difficult as people may think to get involved with these NFT tokens. If you have the Brave browser and you have set it up properly, it is fairly simple to put Ethereum in your Brave browser and to MetaMask link it to Rarible or OpenOcean or a number of these other NFT sites. Um, so these are some of the actual NFTs that are for sale, whether it be a GIF or some artwork. Let's see, let's go recently added. Let's look at highest price. Let's see what's going for the highest price right now. I don't think anybody's going to get this amount of ETH for this. I think they're just doing that so they don't have to sell it. But it's just an image. It's a digital art collection is what you're building. Yeah, hot bids right now. So we got Van Gogh here, speech, and someone's just talking away. Someone's asking for 2,000 DAI or $2,000 for this digital piece. There is no description provided for this collection. So sometimes what people will do, they will have, once you buy the NFT or you purchase the digital asset and the NFT that represents it, you're given a link to a high-res picture, or you're given a link to a file, or you're given a code for early access to something, or maybe a raffle. Absolutely. Here's I'll put the site over here for you, Roman. This is just the one that I'm currently using. There are other ones out there. Top sellers for today. These ones are pretty popular right now. The Relax Pepe. Now there's 17 out of 20 sold. Highest bid. So the bid right now is 18 bucks or 0.01 W ETH. And what's cool about these, once you create an NFT and you sell an NFT, obviously you get the value which you sold it for, but every time it sells again, you get royalties. Some people set super high royalties, which are not really, you know, looked upon with great, you know, with they're frowned upon. I don't know how else to say it. They're high royalties are frowned upon. So 10% is pretty much the average royalty fee. But you'd pick this up and you'd own this little zombie Pepe GIF, and you'd have the digital asset. And he's only creating 20 of them. Once the 20 of these are gone, they're gone. So you get your little collection going, you build it up. Logan Paul had an NFT, I think, at one time. He had like Logan Paul trading cards. Yeah, there's some interesting things out there. Super Ethereum. After purchasing, you'll be able to download original art by ETH holder Superhero Breathe ETH. And you can see who the owner is, who the owners are currently. This person has a first edition. This person has 8 editions for sale. You can see the history of the particular NFT. So this is all secured on the blockchain. It's all locked into place. It's all linked with that NFT token, and secured by Ethereum or DAI or Engine or Cardano, but Ethereum being the main one. it doesn't just have to be a GIF or something like this. I think I saw previously. See if I can find it again. Um, People are actually taking photos and uploading photos. It doesn't have to be a GIF. It doesn't have to be a digital rotating card. Um, this one here, this playing card, T-Mac card, the Universe Trading Card Collection explores a different reality of sports history in which teams made different decisions in regards to draft picks as well as uniforms. The card, um, so it's pretty interesting, and you get so this purchase of this series one epic T-Mac, you unlock the back of the card, the front of the card. Um, in high res, and you get like a code or a link to go unlock that full card so you can take a look at it. Um, Very interesting, very cool. Current bid right by it now. Highest bid. I think the buy it now price is $51. But like I was saying, you don't have to have computer experience to get involved in these. You can either buy them and trade them and sell them, which is what a lot of people are doing right now. Um, but let me see if I click on. Sorry, I know I'm scrolling fast, guys. Photography. So it's just people uploading photos and trying to sell their photos. So there's all sorts of ways to make this work. You have game content, games, so little game characters, trading cards, digital trading cards, obviously. Um, Metaverse. So we have land for sale, digital land for sale. That's pretty sweet. Music. Soldier Boy. Website domains. You can buy the rights to a domain. Offshore bank account. Uh, the Godfather.eth. Um, a lot of these they're ETH based sites, and people are asking crazy amounts of money for them. 42 ETH for undream.eth. eTorix.eth. richasfuck.eth. And you could buy these too. I could go over here and buy the richasfuck.eth and hold on to it, and or immediately list it for more. Um, so lots of options, lots of cool stuff. What else we got? DeFi. Memes. Yeah, man. Carl, I'm reading. I'm sorry, I paused there for a second to read through my chats, to catch up a little bit. Cause I'm just rambling on here about NFTs. Once we figure out your Discord issue, Carl, we'll get you in there. I'll try to help you out the best I possibly can. We'll get you plugged in. We'll get you set up. We'll make sure that those miners are working properly. Um, if you have multiple ASICs, you may want to just stick with Hive OS. It makes it a little simpler. If you want to get the most profit out of those miners, you may want to take the time and to flash new firmware onto them. Um, the firmware that I use and I recommend is ASICFW.io's firmware. And what it allows you to do is auto tune your individual hashing boards, um, so that you're not set to one specific frequency, um, where you would have burnt out chips or faulty chips or multiple errors. It'll individually go through the hashing board, go through each individual chip, and find the best parameter for that specific miner. It's not just set it and forget it type situation. It does take a little bit of time, but I promise you, in the end, it is worth it. I mean, I have an L3 miner that's at 720 mega hash alone, just one miner. And where you have multiple of them, think how much extra hashing power you would have if you were to overclock them to that level. Granted, my back room and my laundry room is cooking right now because the temperatures are warming up outside where I live. But all I have to do is spin around my server rack that holds my miners and point it towards a window or a door, and I'm fine. Um, so that may be something you want to look into, but let's get you into the server. Let's get you set up, and we'll try to get you straightened out there. Let's see if I can find a cheap meme just to buy it and see what it's like to actually buy one of these. Cheapest. Crypto legends go legendary. That's a cool little meme, huh? Let's see what else we got. I think that's a good one though. I like that one. There's Pepe again. That's hilarious. I want like a diamond hand meme or something, or Rick and Morty. Definitely got some creative ones out there. Mountain Gox. Someone just drew a cat, tossed the cat up there. I got some. My wife's got some pictures of the cat. My animals, whatever it may be. That's clever. It's a cool little one. It's supposed to be what Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Just because someone put rare on it doesn't mean it's rare. my price range here that I want to spend for my first one. Yeah, see, this one is 1 out of 391. Quite a few of them out there. I want something that's a little more scarce. I'm looking for scarcity here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, these ones, the prices are so low because they're not super scarce. They don't have that scarcity attached to it. The push that price up. This one just says, don't buy meme. Highest bid is $12. They're asking $184. I don't want to go crazy because I need my Ethereum in there for what I have planned to do. Let's jump over to art and see what kind of cheap art we got. I think art's going to kind of fall under the same kind of system here. Own your internet. A little banner here. It's cool. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, there's so much out there. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Little bottles that say different words. Ethereum's creator here. Album label. Album cover, whatever. Forget fiat. It's not the best image. $0.18 though. Yeah, some of these are fairly simple. They're not super complex, but they're not gonna hold their value. I'm predicting like 99% of all of these NFTs are just gonna become worthless. Only a handful of them are actually gonna be worth anything in the future. It's the taking part that counts. That's an interesting one. 1 of 50. What do you guys think? Should I buy this one? Happy Crypto 2021. Some Monero pancakes. Bitcoin Vice Special Edition. 1 of 20. I'm going to buy this one. See how it works. Buy it. Your balance. Excuse me. Proceed to payment. Little signature page pops up here. Alright, so here, check this out. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So, this little thing doesn't cost a whole lot. It's costing me 19 cents. But my goddamn gas fees are $79. What the hell? I don't want to pay that for gas fees. That's insane. Yeah, I'm starting to hate those gas fees as well. 86 bucks. I don't want to pay that for gas fee. No. Total $86. Fast transaction. Slow transaction. Close. Can I change? It won't let me drop it down any further. That's crazy. I think that's going to kill the NFT right there. I mean, why am I going to pay 19 cents for an NFT but pay $79 and change for the gas fee? Can I change it up here? Nope. Gas price 1. Gas extremely low. Yeah, I don't want to pay anything. 5. Save. All right, so I can change it to $2. So my gas fee is now $2. I don't know how long the transaction's actually going to take with the gas fee being so low, but I can waste $2 on. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Says you successfully purchased BTC Vice Special Edition from Stellar Mirage. Status, transaction, hash rate. Show off a little. Yeah, I'll put it out on Twitter. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, bitches. Bought my first NFT. Yeah. Cool. I mean, it's going to take a while for it to be put into my account. But, that's cool. I'm going for it. That's 45 Doge. That's funny. I'm not sure what's cheaper. The gas fee is still the gas fee. It was easier for me to link MetaMask because I use the Brave browser. And I have a wallet through my Brave MetaMask through my Brave browser. So it's fairly easy for me to get set up that way. So I guess it all depends. You'll have to, try it and let us know if you want. I see my items. No items yet. Transaction is still in process. All right, fairly interesting. I'm gonna call call it there for today, guys. I got to pick up my son from school, so that does it for me. Again, guys, I appreciate everybody that hits that subscribe button, checks out the channel, join the conversation, join the process, learn and grow with each other. As always, I always appreciate when everybody hits that subscribe button, hits that like button, show that like button some love. Join the conversation. I can't stress that enough, guys. This channel is all about you guys. It's not about me. Yeah, I'm telling you guys about my journey, but I want to help out you guys as much as possible. I want to build a community that can help each other grow. It's all well and good if I do, and I do well for myself, but we should all be doing well and growing together. So that's more or less what we're doing. Join Discord. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on YouTube. Do what you got to do. Find me. Reach out to me. We'll start a conversation. We'll get it going. And until next time, guys, I appreciate you. And